Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am taking you on a night point of view drive with this car, the new Renault Rafale. This is the new flagship model from Renault, an SUV coupe with impressive design and impressive technology. So starting here on the front, you can see the beautiful matrix LEDs, and then also look at the attention to details here on the grille, new Renault badge. And if we take a look from this angle, 4 meters 71 is the length of the car, sits on the CMF CD platform, 20-inch wheels, and overall gorgeous design really. And now you see the rear with the pronounced shoulders from this angle. Let me lock the car so you see the dynamic indicators and the gorgeous lights at the rear. Look at the lighting signature, so when you lock it, and then of course if you unlock it, you have it again. This is, by the way, the key, and now the car locks itself when you go away. Yeah, we are ready to go on a nice relaxed night point of view test drive. So look at this, the beautiful illumination upon entering the car, and yeah, let me show you how that looks from driver's perspective. All right, then, this is the view from driver's perspective. Let's start the car. There we go. Put on my seatbelt, by the way, lovely design. And this is the gear selector for the multi-mode automatic transmission. Put it to drive and we are ready to go. And yeah, well, now I hope you will enjoy this drive. And we are starting with electric power. So this is the E-Tech full hybrid with 200 horsepower. And let's mention the specifications. So the hybrid powertrain consists of the 1.2 liter 3-cylinder petrol engine producing 130 horsepower and 2 electric motors, as well as the 2 kilowatt-hour battery. Now, since this is a very efficient combination, you also have the 55 liters of fuel tank, which means on a single tank of fuel you could do 1,100 kilometers by WLTP standards, so that's really impressive. And the numbers 8.9 seconds to reach 100, and then the top speed is 180 kilometers per hour. Now this one will be the first one that is available, but later this year there will also be a 300 horsepower 4x4 plug-in hybrid. So that one will, as the name suggests, have the all-wheel drive, and yeah, 300 horsepower. It will have the additional electric motor and also a bit of a different petrol unit as well. So yeah, but more about that one once it arrives on the market. I do think that I will be able to test it, as I do think there will be a test car for press here in Croatia, so that is cool. And soon we will depart this rather huge garage and go on a nice relaxed night drive. Now the thing is, with the maneuvering of this car, it's so easy because it's got the fork control and it turns the rear wheels by 5 degrees in the opposite direction of the front wheels. So that means that it's very easy to maneuver here, for example. And the turning circle is only 10.4 meters, which is a turning circle for a city car and not a SUV like this, that is again 4 meters and 71 centimeters long. And now the layout here in front of us is really impressive. You have the 12.3-inch digital cockpit in front of the driver, and then here the 12-inch touchscreen with the open R-Link infotainment with Google built in. So you see here you have the Google Maps, and also the different views are available here in front of the driver, as you can see. And this is the map view, which can be very useful in unknown cities, for example. And yeah, well, I really love the way you feel here behind the steering wheel. I think it is really awesome. The whole interior is nice and the seats are so good. They even have the illumination here, so very cool detail indeed. And then not sure how much you can see it here on the camera, but yeah, it is pretty cool. And then when you change the ambient lights, this changes as well. And cool thing is that even though we have big screens, the AC is still on switches. So here is where you configure the temperature and the air blower, so that is a big thumb up from me. And you see how nice and smooth the drive is. You can actually drive 80% of the time in the city with electric power, so that is really good. Now here, by pressing this, you have different driving modes, and then when you change the driving modes, you change of course the settings, the throttle response and various things, and also the ambient lights and stuff like that. And you can actually configure the different driving modes by yourself as well. So if you go here to the settings, you can now configure this setting. So you have the engine, steering effort, for control, advanced, and also live on board. Let the car go, of course. And yeah, the steering wheel also feels very nice. You have the Alcantara here and also on the seats as well. And the 9.3-inch head-up display is in front of us. Not sure how much the camera is catching that one, but also very useful feature. And you can already watch my point of view drive during the day. And now you may have heard the sound. It is the speed warning, and it is actually mandatory by law in Europe now to have this speed warning. And you can deactivate it easily because you can set your own settings for the safety systems, and you just press this. So there's a button over there, and now we have the personal settings set on. Now you can configure them out within the infotainment system, and then when you press the button, the car switches to your desired settings. So I think that's really good, because that way, as soon as you enter the car, you can push this button and you have your settings the way that you want them, including, for example, you can turn off the speed warning. And now let's put the sport mode on. There we go. And since we are stationary now, I can show you the 360 camera here. Very good quality here, as you can see. And then 360 view. Not sure how much the camera here is catching, but if you turn on the indicator, it turns here as well. So that is really cool. And the layout here, you have this section that you can slide around. Also quite a nice sound. USB-C ports, 12-volt power supply, cup holders, and then the storage compartment is here. And now you can see this illumination, and when I change the ambient lights and the modes, it changes as well. Of course, the car is packed with technology. Here in Croatia, 30 driver assist and safety systems are available. And yeah, again, you can configure the systems by yourself. The drive itself is very smooth. We have the CMF CD platform, multi-link at the rear, and those nice 20-inch wheels. And the hybrid, plug-in hybrid actually with 300 horsepower will be available also with 21-inch wheels. This particular model is the ESPRIT ALPINE. So the hybrid 200 horsepower is available with two trim levels, either the Techno or the ESPRIT ALPINE. Here again we have the ESPRIT ALPINE, and the car has got a very cool sunroof with special technology. You can watch my point of view drive during the day to check it out. Of course, now it's dark, so hard to see that. And also there is the recuperation of energy, which you can set with the pedals here. So now, for example, it is set to maximum, and now when I release the throttle, I will now release it, and you see the car is slowing down, but I'm not touching the brakes. And also you see we have the brake light on when the car is doing that. And let me also show you the ambient lights. So you see different colors are available. Tell me in the comments which one is your favorite. I quite like the red one, but my favorite is the blue one. So I will put the blue one. You need to press OK in here. There we go. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Do subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments how do you like the car, and I hope that you enjoyed this night point of view drive just as much as I did. Thank you for watching this video. See you on the next one. Bye bye.